Guys, welcome and hello and welcome and thank you for joining me this fine evening. Hello and welcome and hello. I am on my crap top this evening. It's Danny Deals. It's Un Poco Moss. Thank you for tuning in. It doesn't look like anybody's here yet. Hello and welcome, Not a Lurker. Thank you for joining me. Guys, I've just been a little bit under the weather since New Year's. Didn't feel like hanging out at the office and did not have time to make a video earlier today. Just too much work to do, unfortunately. But I hope you guys all had a good day. It is, what is it? The 9th of January, 2024. It is Tuesday. The Toper time check, for those of you watching at home, it is, or watching the replay, it's 5:37 p.m. out here in beautiful, chilly Los Angeles this evening. Guys, if the day ends in a Y, we are really going to change it up today. Instead of talking about stocks and all that stuff, I am going to share with you my Aunt Thelma's special recipe for gluten-free scones. This is going to blow your mind, guys, just how flaky these things are. They're so dry. You'll feel like you bit into a big piece of chalk or a big eraser. They're absolutely disgusting. Guys, I don't like stones. I'm just kidding. I want to talk SOFI, ticker symbol SOFI, SOFI Technologies Incorporated. Guys, we're down 21 cents on the day, 2.46%, up a big half a penny, a big hay penny after hours to $8.33. Look at this chart, guys. Just look at this chart. You tell me there is anything resembling a company about to come to a seminal catalyst, a come to Jesus moment, a breakthrough, a turning point. This is probably the biggest catalyst, definitely since the Bake Charter, but basically the biggest moment the stock's seen. This is what you wait for as a company, profitability. It's a critical milestone, and they're not advertising it as a one off, guys. But look at this. 5 days, this stock has been algo held in the exact same place with volume descending almost every single day. You had that 83 million share day. And I don't even have to look at these guys. I know these stupid numbers. Then you had 39 million, 33 million. Today we're down to 25 million shares. And it's just churn and burn. It's just bullshit. Retail's not dumping. The only capitulation they're getting are these asshole swingturders, these people that subscribe to IBD. It's like, now we have a new product called Stocksmith. We're going to give you an entry point for a 3-week trade based on our 15 proven criteria. It's like everybody I know who does that bullshit loses money. They come in and out emotionally. There's no plan. These entry points, these zones. I don't even want to hear about it, guys. I got people blowing up my cell phone trying to get me to plug their stupid penny stocks. I'm moving around a TV tray. I'm on a shoebox here on an old laptop. It's like a Karen. I'm a bit of a pear shape officer. I'm on a cell phone in a minivan. I'm not signaling, not wearing my seatbelt. I'm on my cell phone here. I'm a bit of a pear shape. Cut all my hair off. I need a giant SUV. I have one kid who's going to soccer practice, and he's not very good. He's not athletic. But I'm a huge Karen, so I just like to be in a big vehicle. I don't like to do my hair since I had the kid. I crop it real short, and I'm just a bit of a pear shape. Don't take it personally, officer. Ugh. Hey guys, what's going down? What's going down? It's your boy Danny Deals. Thanks for tuning in to Un Poco Moss. They call me DJ Patchy Drizzle. They call me the Big Calzone. They call me the Sausage and Pepper Sunday. They call me all kinds of things, guys, but they just don't call me late for SoFi. I was able to pick up around 7,000 shares the other day, just adding a little bit, just sprinkling a little bit of, a little bit of icing on my position, just kind of the sugar on top, just dusting it. I was like, you know what? My average is sitting right now, at least in my SoFi. I have like SoFi and I think 5 accounts, but um my actual SoFi account is the best one. My average was way down at $5.68, and I just couldn't have that. So I just started picking up shares, had to average up. But I just, when these guys drive it down, when I feel the bottom, I buy. If it's, 450, I buy. If they drive it down to 680 and I feel like that's the bottom of that run, I buy. People are like, well, that's dumb. Why don't you just buy all the shares at 4? Well, it's because I earn money periodically and I like to invest it in new shares of publicly held companies such as SoFi Technologies Incorporated. Guys, I dumped a little Tesla. I dumped some Microsoft. I dumped some JP Morgan. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What do you got? I'm buying SoFi. That's not advice to you turds. I don't care what you turds do. None of you matter. None of us matter. We can't move the stock. The algo is still completely in control of the stock. Look at this ridiculous chart. But guys, we're in good shape for any number of reasons. And you guys are in good shape because Princess J, being the absolute wonderful human being that she is, handed me a yellow pad. And I never make notes. I never plan anything out. And, in honor of Tony Notes, CEO of SoFi, no, I kid. I don't, I give everybody nicknames. It's not just Italian people. So don't consider it cultural appropriation, much like my hairstyle today has not been culturally appropriated from an Aztec warrior. But guys, I'm in a bunker mentality. I'm hunkering down around the ER. I'm not playing around too much with any type of covered calls. I'm just buying shares and I'm buying leaps. I'm not playing around with these weekly calls. I just don't want to deal with it, guys. It's time to get serious. It's time to knuckle up. It's time to take shares off the market. And that's what I do. I see a mark and I take him down. I don't play it straight up. Maybe if I lose, go drive Kanish's truck. That's just not how this thing works, guys. See those guys with their cheap Armani suits? Can you believe it? Want me to dump these guys, Mikey? Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing tonight? I'm coming at you from my home base. You wouldn't know it. I seem like the picture of health, but I'm actually a little bit under the weather. I, for some reason, wanted to make another SoFi video. There's no real point to it, but I have notes, guys. I have notes. So if you guys want to talk about anything, let me know. It looks like some of you are here. When I'm on my crop top, I can't tell how many people are here. I have the chat out to the side. It's a bad system, guys. But the bottom line, I explained to you why 815 is a critical level, guys, going back 2 years. This is a pivot point of a pivot point. It not only moves off that line as both support and resistance over and over and over again, but it consolidates there. It makes a market there. And you see now after this huge gap down and fall, people everyone online is saying, well, I'm just going to buy in under 7. I'm going to buy at 6. We're not going for that ride, guys. I mean, this ain't, Baby Driver or one of those stupid movies where some young kid's speeding around with some gorgeous, bookish woman who all of a sudden lets her hair down and they're in a dangerous situation. Maybe there's like a mobster, could be, Kevin Spacey, could be Joe Montagna. Doesn't really matter who it is. The guy listens to some fucking headphones. He's like tripping out. He's driving all over the place. What the fuck is going on in popular culture, guys? Am I a grumpy old man or am I a middle aged pear shaped Karen? Or can I be an amalgam of those two? I can't be everything to everyone. I know that. At least according who is that band who did that song? All everything to yeah. Spin around. Okay, guys, I'm going over my notes. I got so much information for you. I have spent so many sleepless hours just studying the SoFi stock, tick by tick, minute by minute. And again, just like my last video, I can't tell you how wrong people are. They're talking about, I'm not going to name names, but there's a lot of lazy people out there who just look at the very surface of the data. And if you're going to tell me borrowing and shorting don't matter to the short-term price action of the stock and this algo hold, I'm just going to beg to differ respectfully. It certainly does matter. I've told you for a long, long time they control the stock with two things: It's volume and it's borrowing. Yesterday, guys, net borrowing Tuesday, 4 million shares. Today, guys, so far haven't aggregated all the after hours data. 9 million shares, guys. 9 million shares. You freaking turds. 9 million more shares. Less than 3 weeks to the ER, guys. In fact, I did some napkin math as I'm wont to do. And yesterday, okay, the net these turds were doing was 5 million. Okay. And then today we're talking 9 million. It's a little bit less than that. So I calculate around 13 million, but it's more like 13.6. So 13 million shares net borrowed the last 2 days, and we have 13 days left until Anthony Noto puts his foot in the ass of the shorts and drops an ER. And I'm telling you, I have predictions on this stream for the ER. I'm going to tell you exactly what EPS is going to be. I'm going to tell you exactly what member growth is going to be. I'm going to tell you exactly what deposit growth is going to be. Again, when I remember the first time I was on with Tanner, I was, just a flamethrower. I was like, everybody thinks I'm an idiot. Most people still do. And that's fine. I like people who don't see me coming, because at the end of the day, whenever I'm making a business deal with them, doing a transaction with them, I absolutely clean their clock. And like, hey, did that fat guy in the flannel shirt just get over on me? He's like, I think he did, dear. Holy fuck. Didn't see that coming. It's like, yeah, I know. I know, you sea sucker. Hey guys, I don't have tap water today. I actually have Pellegrino. Again, for so many reasons. Thank God Almighty for Princess J. Keeping hydrated, keeping things ordered, keeping things organized. I actually have a yellow pad. I have water. I have sustenance. I have shelter. And that is all thanks to Princess J. All good things in our unit flow through her, and all of the chaos and idiocy and harebrained schemes flow through my able hands. But guys, it's a division of labor, and it's one that's placed a significant burden on Princess J. So she deserves my undying love, devotion, and thanks, which she certainly has. But again, she's not stupid enough to be watching this show, I don't think. Anyway, guys, let me get some of this delicious Pellegrino. It's not the glass bottle, guys, okay? We're not going there. Mm, it's the plastic bottle, but boy, you still feel like an aristocrat. Drinking you some imported sparkling water. Like, ship water across the ocean. How stupid could you be? Give me tap water. So, guys, 13 million net borrowed the last couple of days. 13 days left to the ER. Um, Short longs, basically, you've seen shares on loan plummet, short interest remain basically stable. 124 million shares on loan supposedly is down to 89 million. That's going to go way up when this is published sort of later tomorrow. Aggregate everything from the dark pool and estimate, the daily change. The obviously short interest is only published twice a month, and there's about a week delay when they aggregate all the data. So you get that data every 2 weeks and it's already a week out of date, it basically does you absolutely no good. Um, in any case, guys, they reshorted. That's basically what you have to know. They went, when you see the borrowing increase like that and you don't see the short interest, pop up, you have to assume that, it's an issue of short long going back to short. And, people are talking about, well, short long, they can cover the positions different ways. But guys, a lot of that is semantics. I mean, a lot of that really is semantics. Note another thing I want to talk about: James Fotheringham. Hello, it's James Fotheringham here from BMO Capital. Good day, sir. Jolly, jolly good. It's a $9 price target. He initiates with a hold. This guy is a really solid, very experienced guy. 5-star analyst. I like the call, guys. I don't have a problem with it. A lot of you guys have a problem with 850. A lot of you guys have a problem with 9. A lot of you guys want to have words with Kevin Barker, but I say STFU because SoFi hasn't proven anything to us yet. I love SoFi. You guys know that. But I want to see the proof. If they come out with a huge beat, a lot of these assholes are going to re-rate. So don't get your little panties in a bunch, everybody. Don't get all, I'm as big a conspiracy theorist, Karen douchebag as anybody. As a lazy, fat, middle-aged, entitled Karen, I'm the worst of the worst. Nobody worse than me. Guys, is anybody watching this absolute turd of a live stream? We got Colombiana Kingpin here, moving that yayo and watching Un Poco Mas. What's going on, Colombiana? I was very busy today, so I didn't get a chance to make a video, but I thought, there's a lot of ideas. I want to get out. I want to wave my hands around, rant and rave. Princess J is out taking care of actual important business, and this allows me to not drive her insane once she returns home to our domicile. Just kind of get it out, guys. Get it out. It's therapeutic, this YouTube. If not informative or entertaining, I don't really care because that's up to you whether you find it entertaining or informative. I don't really care. Guys, it's Un Poco Mas. My name's Dan Deals for Hurricane Lopez and Stock Karen and all these other basic bitches. We would like to say welcome and hello, Outdoor Creations. SoFi will go up to 1028. Don't worry about it, and it won't take very long. Thomas Puzak, hello from Minnesota. Welcome and hello, Thomas. Good to see you. Thank you. Not a Lurker is plugging the channel, guys. You can see that. I am not going to ask you to do a goddamn thing. If you want to hit a button, hit a button. All you motherfuckers know where it is. I'm not going to harp on it. Thank you, Not a Lurker. I appreciate you. Checking in from San Diego. Nice. My alma mater down there. Spent a lot of time in La Jolla. Love me some San Diego. Colombiana Kingpin. Yeah, it could easily go back to $8, even this week, but guys, it's getting tighter and tighter. The runway is getting shorter and shorter. And again, technical analysis is frankly not that useful if you're not able to at least put it in the context of, the timeline. Put it, if there's an extreme time pressure, an extreme catalyst coming, a lot of things come out the window. We know the stock tends to push up a bit before earnings and then they go for that short attack. But I don't know, guys. Certainly, they could attack the stock after a 1 cent gap net profit if the growth story is weak. If the growth story is weak and there's other metrics that are weak, they could definitely attack the stock even with a gap net profit. But guys, I'm not looking for 1 cent. Tell me over here in the live chat, you turds, what do you think about EPS, guys? I'm looking for 4 to 5 cents. I'm looking for 4 to 5 cents. The reason I say that, I think they're cutting costs. I think the Galileo savings are finally going to start to show up in Q4. Um, I think Wyndham is going to be way better than they think. I think student loans are going to build on that momentum in Q3 and just be absolutely humming in Q4. But I think customer acquisition costs are going to start to edge down. I think the spend is going to go down. That's why I don't think membership is going to be an absolute insane blowout. Some people, some of the flamethrowers out there, some of the, real bulls, the bulls in the China shops, the bulls with those big huevos, they're predicting, 1 million members already, this type of thing. I'm not quite there, but I'll give you my exact predictions for the quarter as I work through my notes in this painfully, egregiously long, boring, pointless live stream that a few of you are watching. I'm on this weird couch, and it's just completely uncomfortable, completely not set up to do this. It's all in a shoebox. The microphone is stuck into the shoebox. It is a very professional setup, guys. Very professional. Remember to join my Patreon. It's only $30 a month. No pictures of me and my tidy whities, but you get to be the first in all my group videos. $300 a month. It's recurring. I bill 5 years in advance. So, yeah, so you're looking, it's just an investment of like $38,000. You get all my, it's just so funny. Like people want you to pay them. It's like people that don't know anything more than you. It could be like they remind me of like a drunk guy at like a bus stop and like, hey, join my Patreon. You get early access to all my pics. And like, I want early access to herpes. Early access isn't always a fucking good thing because you have horrible ideas. Because you're an asshole. You guys. Have I said recently I absolutely hate you guys and you should be off doing something else, anything else other than watching this chunky monkey spew out absolute nonsense. But anyway, guys, I have so many notes. It's just fucking insane. If you want to pause that, please be my guest, but I recommend that you don't because you get right inside my head. And that echo chamber is no place you want to be. People were talking about the bear case, it's an echo chamber. I'm looking for weakness every single ER, guys, but that's where I look for it in the ER. I don't look for some, smirking parrot to come out for no reason at the New Year's holiday and just attack the stock with some, very thin, like I said, rationale thinner than his hairline. I don't like it. It's like Junior Soprano said, I don't like it. Next thing you know, they'll be making jokes about me. It's like, hey, Mikey, come here, just a second. Sorry, Mikey. Just shoots him in the face. I'm not suggesting. No, that's not how you take care of business, guys. I just like The Sopranos, but I don't want to. If you're gonna hire a hitman to kill someone else, at least just pay him. Don't just kill that guy. Where does it end? Just perpetually killing lines and lines of people to avoid paying them, or they might talk. Well, maybe Michael Franchise's gonna talk. Maybe this guy's gonna talk. Who knows? Pretty soon you're killing everybody, and Junior Soprano's there. Nobody's there to pick up his soup. Olivia, like, what's going on, guys? Anyway, um, let me go back to my notes. So James Fotheringham, this guy's a 5 star, 64%, 12%. So he's right up there. He's just basically got the same qualifications as Perito. He actually has twice as many ratings. So when you see 442 ratings and a 64% success rate, that does lend a little bit more credibility than 212 ratings. But they're both top analysts. But I think I'll accept the parrot because at least he does some math. I don't see how in the fucking hell you get to EBITDA being 10 to 15% below the street consensus because SoFi's always raising. So SoFi's going to give you guidance above the street consensus, at least at the top of the range. Okay, at least at the top of the range. You have a range and it's going to be at the top, the tip fucking top, and you get to the top of the range with a hip hop, hippity hop. Anyway, I don't want to start rapping for you guys. Nobody wants that. Um, that's funny. Last thing you need in your life is a fat white rapper, but I have done a little rapping in my day. Little kids' birthday parties, something, a little lizard costume, maybe dressed up as Mario. Who knows, guys? Little singing telegrams. Done a thing or two to make a buck or two when I was taking pointless college courses that were never going to amount to a damn thing. And then I was going to have to go flip houses and do, drywall and clear sewer lines. And then people tell you, oh, buy rental property. It's the best thing in the world. You get mailbox money. Mailbox money, my ass. What you get is people calling you Sunday night at 1 a.m. to get a toilet auger, go aug, giant herd. Nothing's worse than showing up as a little tiny girl's, little tenant's house, and she's like 90 pounds. She's like, my toilet's clogged. I'm like, okay. And she's like, she doesn't want to let you in. There's nobody else there. Like, there's no boyfriend, there's no dad, there's no friends over. It's just horrible clog. It's just a very awkward situation. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to get into sewer clogs and poop and all that, but the mind it wanders because everything they tell you in life is that's going to be an easy way to make money. I don't care if it's being a landlord or day trading or, house hacking or U-turning or anything. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. If there were simple, easy ways to just get rich quick, everybody would do it. If day trading was so fucking easy, if options were so fucking, you're going to get stupid rich. You're just going to be stupid. If it's so fucking easy, everybody would be rich. But it's not. It's not. That's why most of you turds are still grinding. But you stay on the grind all the time. You keep your head in the game. You keep your emotions out of it. You make good decisions. You accumulate when these turds create these artificial dips, and you're going to be just fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. You're going to be fine. So guys, $9 rating from 5 star. I consider that bullish. You have the FUD guys, and then in the middle, you got these 5 stars, your Kevin Barkers, your Fotheringhams. I'm not mad at these guys because, like I said, I think it's a 1075 stock right now. But I really want to see the ER, and that's going to be, that's going to be where the rubber meets the road because frankly, everybody knows they're going to make a gap net profit, but what does that look like? What does the growth look like? And we're going to get to that very, very soon. But I'm trying to sort of work my way through my notes, trying to make a few points. Another thing just of note when I look, I know people say don't pay so much attention to these analysts, but it can actually be very telling because you see slowly Citibank, Chase, and Bank of America. Citibank and Bank of America are both very, very strong analysts. The Chase guy, I wasn't particularly impressed with. Reginald Smith, he seems intelligent, but he's very, very young. And when he was questioning Noto, he seemed kind of like starstruck and then came out immediately with a negative rating. So don't really like that guy. I think he's a little bit of a turd. But I'm a little bit of a turd myself, so it takes one to know one. That's kind of the fun of the turd game. But is anybody still watching this pile of steaming pile of excrement? What's up, Thomas? I'm not sure what bit. I'm way behind. What's up, Doofus Rufus? What's up, Sancho? What's up, Flint Creek? Over there making the soaps for the people. What's up, Air Force? How you doing? What's up? It's DJ Patchy Drizzle here on the Wheels of Steel, the 1-2s. Putting it down. What's up, guys? What's up, Not a Lurker? I already talked to you about a million times. What's up, Handy Mandy Massage Services? You already are rich because you're doing all those handsies for crack. Alberto snowing up here. I'm reading all this Matt Flow. Matt Flows in Huntington. Very nice. Very, very nice. We were actually just in Huntington not long ago. It's beautiful. We stayed at a little place there right on the beach there. That little one-way street goes right down the beach. Absolutely beautiful. Love to get a little place there. Perhaps if SoFi goes to 25, 30 in a big hurry, I will. Um, Not snowing, blowing, live about an hour apart. SoFi is going to be crazy. Absolutely. You guys seen the options for the 19th? It is an absolute monkey shitball fuck fest. It is just going to be absolute pandemonium. They're going to be pushing the stock around like you can't believe. True hybrid. Yep, I know, Doofus Rufus. This thing can move. People are not only, I think, underestimating how good the ER is going to be. I think they're underestimating the move, the Frank Reynolds move, the Frank Costanza move. All those moves, it's going to pale in comparison. This is going to be an epic move. Um, Yeah, many of us blow our wad when we see Noto. Have you seen his hair? Palian Invest is here. Excellent. Great comment, Palian. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for watching. Joy Luna, good to see you, Joy. Heirloom Cedar, good evening. Beef Curtains is here. What's up, Beef Curtains? I do hate you guys. I'm sorry. Sell naked pics. Tom wants me to sell naked pics. I can't do it, Tom. I am very, very bashful and I'm a bit of a pear shape. You don't know it because I look very slim and trim here, but I am just not. I'm just not going to consider an OnlyFans of that nature at this time. But I appreciate your interest, Tom. Thank you. 21st Avenue in HB, excellent. Very nice, Matt Flo. Enjoy your stay there. I don't know if you're on vacation or what you're doing. Gladly gift you some soaps. I could use some soaps. I'm a big, smelly animal. Cash secured puts are going to print January 25 piece premiums. Just meanwhile, yeah. I mean, you're going to be absolutely fine on those cash secured puts, guys. This thing's going to move up and it's going to break out and it's not going to come back. This stock's going to grow a lot faster than people think. This asshat parrot head squawk, worth 650 squawk. Like, why do you think that? What's your rationale behind that? EBITDA. It's like, what about EBITDA? Oh, why? Oh, like, well, can you explain why? I airline. It's like, all right, go to sleep. Here's a fucking cracker. Parrot want a cracker. Polly want a cracker. Polly want to downgrade SoFi at an inopportune time, and then have a massive algo shitstorm, price fixing, 83 million share churn bullshit day, drive the price down a fucking dollar. Polly want a fucking cracker. Fuck you guys. Um, in any case, guys, I apologize for both my demeanor, I apologize for my profanity, and I apologize for my tone. I apologize all around. I'm very sorry. And most of all, I apologize to the children. I apologize to the millions of children watching this broadcast. You've been scarred. You've been scarred for life. and I apologize. Um, let's see, guys. What else do I have in my notes here? And I was also just taking a note. SoFi actually has upside in the analyst estimates, which is hard to believe. 3% upside from this level. But if you do what Ortex does and you throw out the five head and the bologna sandwich as statistical outliers or just uncredible douchebags, I don't know why they throw them out, but they do. The average is really up, quite a bit because there's not that many analysts covering the stock and they're really dragging the shit out of this thing. I mean, just when you talk about just, 15 or so analysts and the average is around $10 and then you bring in one analyst at 3, you're going to drag the whole average down. I mean, I can't do exactly the math in my head, but it's got to be 40, 50 cents at least. I mean, ask Beef Curtains. Beef Curtains is my accountant. He's also my attorney. He works with Laszlo. Okay, guys, so what else is going on? I think Tony Noto is absolutely coming for a fucking knife fight this year. I think he's been setting this one up for years. It reminds me of that sketch when Wayne Brady took over the Chappelle show and they're rolling around and like he's just scaring the hell out of Dave Chappelle because he's just a fucking like raw gangster hood guy and his whole Wayne Brady nice guy Broadway persona is just a front and he's actually just totally scary. Um, that's what Noto reminds me of. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's a fucking assassin with perfect hair and perfect Botox tanned skin. He's also my biological father. I've been trying to get on Maury. If I could just get one piece of hair, I think Maury would say, Tony Notes, you are the father. And he'd owe me about 50 years of back child support. We go have a catch up Foley Field. We'd hang out with that five head, what's that guy's name? Ben Asfleck. We'd hang out with Ben Asfleck. We'd throw the ball around up Foley Field. A little agua, a little sparkling. Um, is anybody still watching this? I can't really see. My eyes are really irritated. These lights are horrible. Oh God, I hate making these videos, guys. It's just a fucking drag, but sitting here not making them is also a drag. So life's kind of a grind, guys. If it wasn't for Princess J, I would probably seriously just run into oncoming traffic. Um, Not really. I love you too, cutes. That cute's over there looking at me like, who the fuck are you talking to? There's nobody here. I'm like, I always talk to myself, cute. She's like, oh yeah, you're a fucking psycho. I'm like, okay, thanks, cutes. Good talk. So guys, on with the notes. Wayne Brady, I talked about that. I hate notes because I'm like, I can't follow it, but um, so I'm expecting, guys, next week about 2 million shares a day to cover on average, and the week after that, at least 3 million shares a day to cover on average, possibly 4 million shares. So I'm looking for 10 to 15 million shares covering next week, and I'm looking for probably 20 to 30 million shares to cover after that. I'm looking for 40, 50 million shares covering. I think the short interest will go down from, after today, when you factor in the dark pool, I think we're going to be about 126, 127 million shares short. And going into the ER, I think we'll be closer to low 80s. So that's where I'm at. And that's going to put a lot of upward pressure on the price of the stock. A lot of this stuff is gibberish. People are telling you they're like, okay, they're doing it with options. They're doing it by going short long. Yes, I know it's more complicated than I'm making it out, but at the end of the day, it isn't. If you're making a bearish bet against the stock, against the ER, against Noto, against SoFi, against me, against America, against everything that's good, decent, and holy, against apple pie and hot dogs and baseball and children's lemonade stands and a nice warm pizza pie. Let's beats! Sorry, guys. My voice is shot. I was on the fucking phone all day, just dealing with banks, dealing with people, trying to get a wire transfer out anymore is fucking impossible. Like they don't, even if it's you, they don't think you're you. Even if you're at the branch with your fingerprint and your fucking 5 forms of ID, you got another fat head down here with a phony tail, a man bun with my fingerprint and my ID and my checkbook and my debit card with my 6-digit PIN. You gonna go find me another fat guy on the street who have a fucking twin brother I don't know about? Send my fucking wire. Go home and get your fucking shine box. Guys, let's bring it down. I don't know why you guys are getting so worked up over these mega banks and how they won't want to send out your wire. SoFi, for God's sake, Anthony Noto, I know you watch this broadcast. I know you rewatch it. I know you take notes on it. After all, I do have named you Tony Notes because you're so studious and you know your numbers so well. Since you are watching this, can you implement fucking business banking already? Can you wake up that fucking Sasquatch Jeremy Rochelle, this chief technology officer of SoFi, and just inquire if he has time? I know he's very, very busy dumping SoFi shares that he's getting for free every fucking minute of the day. But if you have time, can you ask him to get business banking up? Can you ask them to get covered calls up? Can we make some progress on the goddamn stuff we're doing in-house? I know you're out putting together RFPs, taking executives from Citibank and Wells Fargo to strip clubs every night, introducing them to a woman who's perhaps half Indonesian, half African American with green eyes, trying to sell your services, trying to sell them a little bit of Galileo, maybe through a couple of sex on the beach, maybe a couple of hurricanes, whatever you guys do. I don't know if you've ever been in outside sales, but it's not all pretty. A lot of shit goes down, guys. I've sold a lot of stuff. I've never sold banking software contract services. I've sold, more like used cars and, stuff like that. But in any case, guys, back to my notes. I got to catch up on your comments here. I don't know who's watching, if anybody. Oh God, I hate you fucking guys. Seriously. Don't like it, Doofus Rufus. Do not like this video. Leave a thumbs down. David Bologna, I don't think we're gonna get another downgrade from the bologna sandwich. In fact, what I expect, if anything, is if we start getting a little bit of traction, I think he will upgrade to like $4. And then maybe the bologna sandwich will come in at 450 or something. Plus he'll throw in a free, 5 head. You can do your laundry on his. If the power goes out, the nice thing is if you have a 4 head like that, your wife can do the laundry on your forehead. And it works much like one of those old fashioned clothes washing things. It looks kind of like a harp. I don't know what the fuck you call that. It looks like you're panning for gold or something. God, life was hard. Why do we complain? Why am I such a huge Karen? I complain about moving the fucking clothes from the washer to the dryer. Poor Princess J. Poor Princess J. We all owe her just a giant debt of gratitude that I'm still somehow alive and not incarcerated, and I'm able to basically sustain somewhat of the appearance of a normal adult life despite being a complete fucking moron. Oh, guys, I gotta take a breath. Sorry. If any of you want to leave, now would be a good time. Fuck off. Short Sphere Noto, I think he's gonna, like I said, bring a knife to the gunfight or a gun to the knife. I think it's gonna be another fucking Pearl Harbor. And I think Noto's the Japanese. I think he has a huge surprise that nobody sees coming. And you'll hear about that when you get to my predictions for the ER. So, guys, I want to hear from you guys, not necessarily now or ever, but this is more rhetorical. I want to hear from you guys. I actually don't want to hear from you guys because most of you are idiots and I don't give a fuck what you think. But because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be me, I'm gonna do me, and you guys, I don't know what you do. And then, you know, I like you guys. I hate most of you, but I like Lion Trade. He seems okay. Matt Flo, I like. Yeah, never bet against a windbreak. You're right, Matt Flo. Do you have any calls for? Do camels see fucking sand? Yes, I have calls. I have calls everywhere. I have fucking. You guys won't even believe if I told you how many leaps I have. You guys won't fucking believe it. You guys won't believe how deep I've gone in. I know people think this is very risky. This is not a risky company, guys. Anthony Noto, Chris Lapointe, this is not a risky team. This is not a risky business. Their business activities make money. This company is not going bankrupt. It doesn't matter if, rates go down 3 times, rates go down 6 times, rates go back up. It's not going to bankrupt SoFi. It's absolute FUD. Even if they have a tougher year through some, external force, it's not going to bankrupt SoFi. It's all bullshit. The only way you believe a $3 and $4 price target is if you believe there's significant risk of this going to zero, and there isn't. It's absolutely done. Yannick, then he's done buying. I can buy 5 days before ER, but what do you think the price is going to be, Yannick? That's the point, Yannick. Give us some back. Maybe there's more background I'm not seeing anymore. There'll be more dips, Matt Flow. They'll just be at a higher level. And you know, yeah, there'll always be dips, but yeah, I get what you're saying. No more dips back down below these levels. Um, take two from the brown bottle in the bathroom counter. I, if you're doing like if I have like cyanide on hand, I don't. I very much want to live, Jazer. I very much want to live. What would you turds do without me? What would your reason be to live? I worry what would happen to Not a Lurker if I go away. If I'm incarcerated, if I have that infarction, that's why I'm getting healthy, guys. Thank you, J Mac. I appreciate it. Thanks for the nice words, buddy. Okay, no donuts for Danny Deals. Hey, watch your mouth, Not a Lurker. Tom, naked puts or naked pics. I know. I read what you said, Tom. I was just joking. Um, Never bet against the windbreaker. We already said that. Pumping or dumping tomorrow. I'm pumping every fucking day. I don't ever do anything. I'm not a bullshitter, guys. I'm not looking to dump this on you. Now, if it goes up 20% in an instant, I might sell some. I love and I hate. It's a love-hate relationship I have, Not a Lurker. Only I can see things coming. Well, Handy Mandy, I tend to disagree. My average suggests I tend to call the bottom pretty damn well, and I've been pretty successful calling the top also. So, whenever I bought and sold this thing, it's been very successful for me. So that's why, like I said, my SoFi account, my average is 568. And I've been buying IPO units. So that's how I buy stocks, guys. I start slow. I start low and slow. It's like barbecue, guys. Start low and slow. Let your position simmer. Figure out the stock. Watch the price action. Watch a few ERs so you really understand the company. Scrutinize management. Build a bear case. And then, if you're completely satisfied that you're right and that you should be long the stock, then wait for your entry point. And that's when I've been able to buy heavily down the low fives and the fours. And that's why my average is so fucking low. You know, it sounds simple and it is simple. It's just doing it, it's just being disciplined. It's doing the work, guys. I'm on the grind all the time. These guys say when we sleep, they eat. We're doing this, we're doing that. Bullshit. I've seen what passes for research. These guys sleep. I don't sleep. This is what your face looks like when you don't sleep. This is what your face looks like when you follow stocks. I mean, it's becomes a little bit of an obsession, which is not really healthy. Mm, I don't think it's like heirloom cedar. I don't think it's like they're all going to come in all at once. Um, no, I don't think they're just waiting for the announcement and then they're just all going to buy. I mean, the pension funds, guys, the big boys, these are real people making these decisions. It's not like it's joining the S&P 500 and there's just all this automatic buying just because of gap net profit. It's not like that. Um, but you are going to see a lot more exposure to the company. You're going to see it it's not even on the menu, as you note, for a lot of people. They just cannot buy companies that are losing money. It's literally against their company's policy, it's against their pension fund policy, it's against their hedge funds, whatever it is. Um, their index for the blah blah blah, not an index fund, but other funds, da da da. What would you call like, just different funds, different ETFs, different, ARCs that companies like ARC, but maybe they don't buy, of course, ARC only buys companies that are losing money. I believe also that's why I've talked about before, and this is just going off script, guys. That's why I think Kathy Wood got it so wrong, is because disruption does not equal cash flow. Okay, guys, you have to have disruption, but in a way that makes sense, in an industry that makes sense, at a time that makes sense. Yeah, fucking Teladoc looked like it was going to be worth all the money in the world during the pandemic, but now that the pandemic in the Western world is kind of mitigated, and though it's not behind us, it's certainly nothing like the magnitude that it was. The stock went from whatever several hundred down to 20 something. So then, she looks like an idiot because she's telling you to buy it. It's like, it's like some of these pumpers, some of these high school teachers that are on Neo advertise or on YouTube advertising themselves as stock experts, telling you to buy garbage coin and a baseball cap. They're telling you to buy Neo and it's 30, whatever it is. These people don't know anything. It's because its entry points are critical. Maybe you do want to buy Teladoc, but instead of buying it at 100, you should have bought it at 25 or whatever it is. Because companies that are years from really making real money for shareholders that, aren't going to make a profit, that's why this is so important, guys. That's why this catalyst is so important. But let me get back to my notes. I digress as usual. My hamster brain is all over the place. Oh, yeah, fuck the shorts and market makers, Chris. What's up, Joy Luna? How you doing? Call this Reina Rio Mejor. We need merchandise. I have some more shirts. I'll send them out. I still need to send them out to you fucking Euros. I hate the post office, guys. I wish it was simple. I just type it in online. I'd be happy to pay the fucking postage. I gotta wait, type in all that shit down the post office. The blue hair's hacking on me. I was like, would you like insurance? I'm like, no, it's a t-shirt. I don't need insurance. What is the item? It's still a t-shirt. And I like the people. I just, some of these guys have been there 30, 40 years. They just clearly lack the will to live. And they're just going so slow, typing with their middle fingers. It's like, would you like insurance? You already asked me that. No, it's a fucking t-shirt. What is the item? Like, yeah, fuck you guys. You Euros have, that's why you haven't got your shirt. It's not the expense. I already made the fucking things. That was the expense. Okay, guys. So does the EBITDA, we basically said, um, Noto is always sandbagging. So EBITDA 2024 guidance is going to be key. So I think Noto is going to obviously sandbag and allow for a raise every single ER. That's why you have to go back to why does the parrots rating make sense or why doesn't it make sense? And if you saw, I was fortunate enough to be on SoFi Weekly last Friday, with three of my favorite individuals, Tanner, Tevis, and Steve. And Tevis did a great breakdown, and also Steve on why this call just made no sense, especially Tevis though in terms of the EBITDA. Tevis though, there's like a pain in his voice when he describes things because he knows he's talking to stupid people such as myself. He's like, he's talking to like a child, like a dumb. She's like, but Danny Deals, don't you know that you're a fucking moron and a fat turd? I'm like, yes, I do, Tevis. Thank you. He's like, okay, as long as we've got that squared away. Now I can tell you why EBITDA is not going to be 10 to 15 below analyst estimates. What do we see every single recent ER? We see EBITDA guidance raise. We see adjusted EBITDA improving. And then we see them sandbagging on top of it. That's why they keep raising. What do you think guidance raises are? It's management building in a buffer that they know is going to be good for them. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. I mean, come on. And then we basically see this fucking forehead come out and say that, okay, it's going to be 10 to 15% below. And his rationale is just, they went, and I thought maybe I don't understand it because I don't understand the business. And Steve Areno even told me, he's like, this is more complicated than you think. This bank, it's like, there's a lot of nuance to it. And I completely believe him and I completely respect that. But what I'm saying is, even guys like that who understand the shit, it didn't make sense to them either. So it's not that it's in an echo chamber. It's not that we're not trying to make sense of it. It's not that I don't respect the bear case. And I told you what the bear case is yesterday. Bear case is problems with the reputation of the company. It's not growing the organic brand name recognition. Okay, I have a lot of generator if we need it. God, are you guys nap out of a storm? I'm sorry to hear that. Looks like what are you guys down in Florida? What's going on, guys? Up in the Northwest? I don't know what's going on, guys. Sorry, I've been so fucking busy. I haven't even had time to follow. I know there's been storms, but I just don't know what's going on. I hope everybody's okay, guys. Obviously, my ranting and raving Is the audio not working for anyone else, guys? Looks like Emilio Aguirre. Emilio, turn on your volume, bro. I think everybody's able to hear me, or else I think that somebody would have told me by now. Um, so anyway, so BZ, nice. Dead on. SoFi Weekly was great. Thank you. Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and hair gel. Yeah, the hair gel expense is what's killing us. The hairdresser. Every time they put him in that windbreaker, they do the hair. They got to charge celebrity hairstylist. I think it's that fucking guy who was on that house flipping show, Chaz Dean. Chaz Dean is my favorite celebrity stylist. He does my hair every single morning. He styles my beard, hair by hair. What's up, Joy Luna? How you doing? Florida dentist, recent large layoffs to be taking place as SoFi management roles, leading UX researchers, software engineers. Seems like a word. I don't know where you're getting that information, Florida dentist. I have not seen that headline. EBITDA, 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 EBITDA. Thank you, Rufus Davis. Christopher Holmesy, Dano. What's up, Christopher Holmesy? Not a lurker anymore. Man, can't read all this fast. My brain doesn't work. I'm in Florida. It was Nothing Burger in Lakeland. Okay, that's good to hear, Kimberly. Hopefully, it is a Nothing Burger for everyone. How do I get to the T? The T. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Joy Luna. I'm sorry. I'm slow on the uptake. Oh, you had it muted, Emilio. I know. That's okay. Happens to the best of us. Options market. The other day, I forgot. Do I have the fucking browser on? Don't I? Better. Yeah. Okay. I thought the other day I did like a 50-minute video and it was just my giant head. I thought I was showing my web browser. It was just, mistakes were made. That's what I apologize if your feelings were hurt. Audio's great. Thanks, Nautilurker. Yeah, I had this Audio Technica microphone I bought and I stuck it in the shoebox and it seems to be working quite well. The one on my laptop sucked. So I did my first SoFi Weekly was on the laptop with that microphone. They couldn't understand what I was saying. Um, Seeing Falls news. Assuming yes, the three did. Tanner. Um, I'm a huge windstorm. Oh, okay. I'm in New York. Yeah, that's right. I remember you saying that, Flint Creek. Huge windstorm. God. Hope you guys are okay. The power goes out. You probably are prepared, I would hope. Jim Cramer. No, I do not. No, I do not. His picks are terrible. His stock picks, the timing of them is terrible. His rationale is terrible. Um, he seems like a decent enough fella. But he changes his mind too much. He has no consistency. If you're really analyzing a stock like SoFi, you don't say buy it 1 month and sell it 1 month, and you don't trust it 1 month, and then the next month you're crying about Anthony. No, Anthony, no, no. Stop, stop back for the charitable trust. Fuck you. Well, fuck you guys. Yeah, it's for a risk. You're buying it for the charitable trust. Fuck your charitable trust. Fuck your heirs. Fuck your grandkids. No, I actually, yeah, I like him. I like him line trade. No, actually, like personally, I like him, but am I going to listen to him for what stocks to buy? No fucking way. No fucking way. Just because these hedge traders made $1 billion, it doesn't mean they're the smartest person in the world. I made money on certain stocks that I just kind of got lucky on the timing of, and they caught fire. So the wife's getting the generator going. Yeah, I'll get this broadcast over with here, guys. So you guys can get on with your Taco Tuesday or whatever you got going on. Andrew, tell the dumb analysts to get SoFi. I still have another page of notes. Does anybody want to hear what's on my notes, or are you guys just completely sick of this goddamn live stream? Let's see if anything new is here over on Seeking Alpha. Tanner just Xing a source place some place a little above 300 employees. Seeing a source. Okay, Florida dentist. Yeah, if that's true in my mind, that's very good news. I'm almost always for cutting expenses. I'm not for like X style where you just fire everybody, but I know those businesses are bloated. Whenever you combine Galileo with Technesis and they're a separate company located out in Utah, I mean, that's why I speculated that they were going to spin off Galileo at some point. They're taking great pains to keep it separated, but again, that was also on SoFi Weekly, or maybe that was just with Tanner. But he's basically saying, well, that may be because competitors are not going to want to go directly to SoFi, so that's why they're keeping it an independent company. So that makes a hell of a lot of sense as well. I agree with you, Kareem. He's as useless as teats on a boar. Buthrow Jenkins, 35,000 shares, 24 long road to recovery. Um, if that's true, Buthrow, and you have that much money, you should give me that money. I'll invest it for you. That's horrible. Sorry about that. I don't know if you're joking, but if so, that's not good because you have a lot of money there. And it I don't know how you would have made that much money if you went all in at 24, but yikes. Financial service poised to another 100% year. Yeah, financial service looking great. Lending is going to be surprisingly good, guys. Student loans are going to drive it. Yes, 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 yes. Notes. What is on the notes? I don't know. Not a lurker. What is on the notes? So I already basically went through a lot of this. 2% IRA match, guys. This was coming out. I don't know if it's on here, but should be on here somewhere. But the 2% IRA match is you could find it on SOFI.com, investor relations, whatever. This is key to long-term customer retention. People are putting money into their IRAs for decades. It's kind of like direct deposit, but even more so. Nobody wants to move their fucking IRA. Nobody. So if you get these guys locked in, you give them the most generous match, you're going to have a loyal customer for a long, long, long time. And you guys can only fucking kill a sheep once, but you can shear them over and over again. You don't want to slaughter your customers, guys. You just want to lightly shear them. Just give them a nice haircut, a la Tony Notes, a nice coif, a nice pompadour, a nice bouffant, whatever you want to do, guys. Give them a nice Gautieri, give him a nice Sal. I don't know why I've been watching Sopranos lately, so when I can't sleep. But anyway, guys, what else is on my notes? Hello and welcome, by the way, guys. You're watching Un Poco Mas. My name is Danny Deals. I don't have any idea how long this live stream has been going. I don't have any idea who's watching. Looks like 98 people are watching, and I have no idea how long it's been going. 56 fucking minutes. Are you kidding me? God, I got to get this thing out of here. So I was going to try to keep this under 20 minutes. What a fucking joke. Guys, I have shit for brains if you haven't figured that out. It doesn't, I'm very, very smart and I'm very creative and I do some genius shit, but in terms of like scheduling and time and logic and just general life skills, I am a fucking mess. But I do have this yellow thing, so let's continue. On that note, let's continue, guys. Un poco mas, fucking Hurricane Lopez. Do not like or subscribe. Do not thumbs up. Do not do any of it. Go outside. Turn this off. Do something else. Listen to somebody that knows what the fuck they're talking about. And guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not qualified to give you financial advice. If you listen to me, you should be hitting the head with a ball peen hammer because you are a fucking moron. Do your own research or listen to somebody more better than me. 2024 expectations for Galileo. What Noto says about tech growth prospects. This is going to get very, very key in terms of how the stock is going to react. Think about it, guys. Management is telling you Galileo is going to contribute more. The parrot, Michael Perito, the hairline, he's telling you Galileo is going to contribute less. That's going to slow. Who's in a position to know what's going on and where's that growth going to come from? If Galileo is not going to land any big accounts in this year or any mid-size accounts or any accounts with customers, where is that growth going to come from? If what the parrot says is going to happen, how can Noto be telling us tech? Noto knows what's happening. The parrot is looking at a black box. He can make inputs, he can make equations, but he does not know what's going on with these RFPs. He does not know what's going on with the contracts. Management is telling you. They've been honest, they've been upfront, they've been conservative. They've even been sandbagging Emilio Aguirre. Emilio Aguirre knows these things. Fucking hell. The fucking child knows it. Walk and chew gum, you know it. I'm scaring cutes. I'm sorry, cutes. I'm sorry, cutie. I'm sorry, boo boo. I'll settle down. I'm sorry, buddy. Mama's gonna be home soon. Oh, poor cutes. Um, so that growth he's talking about, we went from 126 customers to 131 or whatever the fuck it was. The growth he's talking about in 2024 and beyond does not come from those type of numbers. It comes from some big contracts. And the parrot and the bologna sandwich and the five head and the chia pet, none of these turds, Michael Barker, any of these guys, they don't know what's going on with those RFPs. Anthony Noto knows. I believe Noto above any of that bullshit. So 10 to 15% below the consensus, and which is even further below what Noto is going to tell you what they're going to guide for. Just doesn't make any sense. It's not going to happen. How does the math get there? He doesn't show the work. The notion that it's very abstract anyway, the work that he shows, it doesn't make sense. It's kind of circular, self-defeating logic, full of logical fallacies. Like I said, it's thinner than that hairline, and it's absolute bullshit. How does he get there? I don't know, but the notion that management is off by 15% is absolutely absurd. These guys are always up higher by 3%, 5%, even more, especially on EBITDA. Guys, I've got one more fucking page. Tell your wives, tell your children you're going to get back to them at some point, but I don't really care. You can leave whenever you want. This is not a hostage situation. So guys, we got 4 days. Let me go back to the short. Let me show you the I already showed you the short interest, didn't I? But for any of you new turds, we'll show you again. It's 5 million yesterday, and it's almost 8 million today. This has gone down a little bit after hours, so they're returning a few shares after hours just in the last few minutes. That's why it's good to keep up on these. Kind of take the pulse of the the shorts, see what they're thinking, see what they're doing. But a lot of borrowing the last 2 days, 13 plus 13, 14 million shares. So we held I want to look at the chart for a minute because of the wonderful things it does. So guys, this is completely just a completely bullshit algo driven sell off. You see it come down, hit this point, and just algo trade for a week. What are they doing, guys? Not only are they killing calls, they're churning, they're stopping people out. The Like I said, the IBD, the impatient silver stocksmith, stakesmith, swing turder that thought they were going to run this thing up prior to earnings and get out in their little swing turd. Those guys are fucking morons anyway. You can't time the market. Swing traders, in my opinion, are more market timers. They could attack it right after the ER and then run it up a week later. You just don't know what they're going to do. If you think you know what they're going to do, if you think you know, then you know. It's like Biggie Smalls said, if you know, then you know. Anyway, guys, what's up, Benji? How you doing? Not a lurker. House is dark. I'm sorry, guys. Westicle testicle. Hey, Danny, how old are you? I am 97 years old. No, I'm in my late 40s. I'm in my very late 40s, which by that I mean, no, yeah, I'm in how old am I? I'm 47, I think. Um, I just recently had a birthday. None of you fuckers wish me a happy birthday, but I didn't want to say when it was because I wasn't on the air. I have to watch Danny Deals, half the world watching. Nobody's watching Matt Flo. Benji, too late, LOL. Christopher Holmesy, curious what's your day job? I am a real estate developer and investor. I do all kinds of funny things, but I invest for some very wealthy folks. Like and subscribe. Do not like and subscribe. Not a lurker. It's a bull trap. You're gonna lose all your stocks. You're gonna catch a computer virus if you subscribe to this channel. It is the worst thing in the world, and I will haunt your dreams. Yeah, I look about 28. Yeah, 28. What is that in dog years? The parrot, five head, chia pet are likely to pay soggy bread. They are basically milk toast turds. Preach it, turd admiral. I'm trying. I need your t-shirt. Joy Luna, I would be more than happy to get you out a t-shirt. Subscribe and like. Um, Let's see, guys. I'm stuck 1,500 cover calls, 9 strikes, February 2nd. Hmm. Like hell premiums, which calls. So you're not really stuck, man. You can just, you can roll. You can do whatever you want. I mean, okay, that's, it's not like the stock's gone way up. What are we, 840? So you're fine right now. You can make moves right now. You don't have to. Guys, you do not have to hold options to maturity. You don't have to do anything. If you don't like your position, get out of it, change it, mitigate it, hedge it, do something. I feel kidnapped and trapped by this turd. Who's that? Me? You always go over. That's like your only downside. I would like and subscribe. Yeah, please do not like and subscribe. Do not, Joy. Do not like or subscribe. Do not. Air Force likes your arrow, Matt Flow on the eighth day. God gave him sweet Poco boss. That's funny, Matt. No, the eighth day he said, God farted, and this show came out. LOL Doofus, aspiring lurker. I like Kathy Wood, old Hurricane Lopez. Um, yeah, I know different people in stocks that find her attractive, or I guess she looked like it was like a Martha Stewart situation. She used to be a model or something. I don't know. It's very bookish, just that sort of look. I think you're attracted to. I'll be 47 next month. Thanks, Benji. We are basically the same age. God help us. Aspiring lurker, cousin, online small engine repairs of future. Um, I don't care about my kids. Thanks. Yeah, Joy Luna, your kids will fucking take care of themselves, or take care of each other, or they won't. LOL, aspiring lurker. She kind of looks like Crypt Keeper. Yeah, she does kind of look like the Crypt Keeper. And honestly, I heard her being interviewing Elon Musk, and she just, I like her. She's intelligent. She sees a lot of things. She sees a lot about the future. But what she does not do is see who's going to have that first mover advantage, who's actually going to get there. Often it's not the first disruptor, it's not the second disruptor, it's the person, the company that figures out how to monetize, the person who figures out the business model that is appropriate to exploit that disruption, monetize that disruption, capture the market, capture the first mover advantage. It's not as easy as it seems, guys. It's not the idea, it's the execution. It's not the idea, it's the execution. A lot of people have thought of doing what SoFi is doing. Oh, we're going to get all this. It's all going to be online. It's all going to be digital. It's all going to work seamlessly. It's all going to, but people can't do it. That's why I said again on SoFi Weekly, SoFi has built a better mousetrap. Nobody wants to acknowledge it. Nobody wants to deal with it, but it's a fact. You may not have to admit it, but you have to accept it. Let me get through the rest of these fucking notes so I can get off this live stream. People are saying they're going to grab at 6 or 7. I kind of cover this, but there's not enough time. Um, you drive this thing down to the sixes. Retail is going to absolutely load all those shares. ARK will load all those shares. Tony Notes will load all those shares. New Bulls will load all those shares. Shorts will not accomplish anything. They're just going to get deeper and deeper in a hole. Shorts had horrible timing. They were shorting heavily from 740. They were shorting from 685. It was just stupid. They shorted from not stupid rich, just stupid. They shorted from 745 to 680. My head itches. They're just, now we're 15% higher than those levels they're shorting, 20% higher than those levels they were shorting. They were covering up, 40% recently. Okay, guys, here's what you've all been waiting for, the moment. This is my prediction because I think customer acquisition spending is going to be down. I think advertising spending is going to be down. I still think we're going to add 750,000 new members. I think we're going to basically get to $3.3 billion in deposit growth, and we're going to be at 19 billion in deposits. Customer acquisition costs are going to be down. I don't do those numbers. I'm not smart enough. Stock-based compensation as a ratio is kind of going to continue to come down, obviously, as revenue and earnings continue to go up. I'm looking for 4 to 6 cents earnings per share. Because again, the reduced spending, why does that happen? Galileo savings are going to start to kick in. I think Tony Notes has loaded this one up. I think it could even be better. I think we could shock the world. We could shock the world. We could shock the world. We will shock the world. Just 2.5 weeks from today, we have SoFi Q4 ER coming out. I think what is it, the 29th, guys? You tell me. Student loans and home loans are both going to keep the momentum going, only accelerate. Particularly student loans are going to bring great customers onto the wheel, which again, these student loans are not having to really push this. You're not seeing a ton of advertising for it. I know there's online advertising and stuff, but this shit sells itself, man. It's like, I heard that's in from some movie. Like, this shit sells itself. He's like about to kill somebody. He's like, or no, he's like, I think they're offering him a deal. He's like, well, I don't know. He's like, well, hey, man, this shit sells itself. I can't remember the movie. But anyway, so I think that's going to be very strong. I can't read what I wrote here. Loans for the Magaga. I don't know what the fuck that says. Oh no, I was talking about margin. Basically, the margins are improving. Net interest income looks very solid. The deposits are driving savings in terms of not using warehouse lines. Everything's looking very good. People are talking about the balance sheet being problematic. I keep hearing that. I don't know. I took accounting. I took econ. I'm not seeing it. I think they have plenty of room to lend money for at least, the next several quarters. It's a good problem to have. You run out of capacity, you have a lot of demand, and they're in that ultra premium and premium loan market. So, the fact that they're getting so much demand from such a top tier customer is very telling about what kind of company SoFi is, what kind of company they're going to become, what kind of customer they go after, and the fact that we don't want the fucking riffraff. Send them to a firm, send them to Upstart, send them to some of these shithouse banks. Send them over to Wedbush. Send him to, the Five Head to watch a drive-in movie, or get use his beak to open up some walnuts, a la the Nutcracker. What's up, Dominic Hellbach? Looking skinnier live than on replay. That's funny. Yeah, the replay adds 15 to 20 kilograms. So 38 people watching. Subscribe and like. Do not subscribe. I've already told you why. It's you get a computer virus. When you walk through the January garden, you watch your back. Well, I beg your pardon. Walk straight in the narrow track. Okay. I can't follow what you guys are talking about. Two in the pin. I'm not going to go there, Benji. Jan 29 pre-market. That's what I thought might kill. Thank you. Turd Army Unite. Turd Army Forever. Tao, what's up? Just hope your dreams have fun. Toilet paper sells itself. Write it down. Yep. Especially during the pandemic, everybody's trying to hoard that. July 29, 7 a.m. Lurker is Princess J. No, she's actually on here sometimes. Mike Hill, I heard Noto does conference calls while bench pressing Lapointe. Yeah, he just might. Boy Wonder, Lapointe as Boy Wonder. It might be something there. LOL, BZ. Danny's making me laugh. No, Lurker's making me laugh from my shoulder hockey ring. Doofus Troops to the wall, balls to the wall, absolutely. Love you, Judge. Inspiring, give great. Fig Chi, Payush. Payush is in the house. Payush Baka, but the big P, the big Punisher. Payush, he's loading SoFi. He's not here right now because he's absolutely loading SoFi. Load SoFi every single dip. Love me some Payush. Finkel's Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Yep, you got to tuck. You got to tuck. Laces out, testicles tucked. That's the way to do it. 108 people. I think the earnings will be 6 cents. Montana trout fisherman, smartest guy in the room. I'm saying 4 to 6 cents. I like the upper end of my guidance. I'm revising my opinion to 6 cents. Deference to Montana trout fisher 4 or 6. Danny Greatfed, thanks, Nautilurker. I really appreciate you, man. Appreciate Nautilurker. He's the number one turd. I'm probably gonna make Nautilurker moderator because I can't moderate these fucking chats. But thank God we don't get the psychos in here. We don't get the Nazis. We don't get the, just yeah. I just don't want any of it. Don't want, not even. I just don't want the craziness, guys. It's not. It's just not my thing, man. I want to keep a positivity out here. So that's what Nautilurker is all about. Will not change anything. Danny, do you have a SoFi checking account or credit card? Yes, I have Invest. I do have a checking account, but I don't really use it right now. I have a credit card which I use constantly. I charge a fortune on the thing. So I'm on my SoFi app absolutely all the time. I do a lot of investing with it, just kind of active, fun stuff. I do have a lot of different accounts. I have many business accounts, guys. I have accounts at Chase. I have accounts at Bank of America. I have accounts at Citibank. I don't have any accounts at Wells Fargo, but I have accounts at probably Farmers Merchant. I have accounts at probably 7 or 8 different bank accounts. I run a lot of different companies in a lot of different states. And then we have regional banks in Arizona, Illinois, all kinds of things all over the country. But I have my fingers in a lot of pies. So to speak, you turds don't need to worry about that. You're more of a simple turd. And new membership will be 850. Okay, I'm looking for 750 just because I think spend's going to be down, but I like the bullishness, Montana Trout Fisher. Montana Trout Fisher. I'm just trying not to go too crazy. Pay it or Tanner will light you up. And how and why the price hits 14? Do you think it will drop heavy before it stays? It depends how quickly, Emilio. I mean, if it hits 14 over the quarter, no, I think it could easily sustain that. If it hits 14 the day of earnings, yeah, I think it's going to come back down. It's not going to make a, 50%. Well, it can't even sustain a 20% move. If earnings is really good, I like to see 10%, 10, 12% solid buying coming in, and just go up steadily. I don't want to see, the pump and dump. I don't want to see the shit. If it goes up too fast, they're going to short the shit out of it again. It's just going to be ugly. So, guys, SoFi. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's all I have. I think I'm at the end of my notes. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. So, really appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in to Un Poco Moss. My name's Danny Deals. For Hurricane Lopez and Stock Heron and Princess J and Cutes and the rest of the team here, I don't know. Fuck off.